offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment. Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
For you, Vic.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Hawks lead by 18. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Welcome back to Game 4. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Cantor. Hill comes in for Ilyasova. George is checked in for Robinson. And it's C.J. Miles in for Mario Chalmers. C.J. Miles and Paul George are the wingmen. Hill is out there with Turner. And it's Dragic in at the 1 spot. That's the Pacers 5. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pacers was simply terrific. He finished with an incredible amount of points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that was something special.
And I love that no matter what approach they tried against him, nothing worked. I mean, he was ready for everything.
It makes you wonder what kind of defense they'll throw at him tonight. I mean, however they choose to play him, it's still going to take a special effort to keep him under control. This quarter for him, 7 shots with just 1 make to show for it.
Pass to Teague. Millsap kicks it to Bazemore. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Millsap a screen on Dragic. Down low. And Paul Millsap, the bucket on the assist by Freak. 14 points for Paul Millsap.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Dragic dishes to Miles. Pass to Hill. And Dragic has it in the corner. From outside, off the mark.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
That doesn't go either for George.
He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
Freak kicks to Splitter. Splitter with a screen on Dragic. 14 feet away, and again it's Paul Millsap. Millsap's got 16.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Dragic the pass to George. Dragic with a wide open look. Indiana again missing.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Here is Miles. And so a pretty lopsided. Welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round 1 matchup. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And how about the opening half of basketball he played? I mean, so much riding on this game, and he came out with a sense of urgency to start.
And that's part of his greatness. I mean, in big games, he always performs, lays it out. He loves games where everybody's watching, and you can see why. This is a big-time performer here.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Freak is out there with Kent Bazemore. And it's Cephalosha in at the small forward position.
Such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
That's the uncanny ability he has. to find a teammate for an easy basket or get one himself.
And here's Freak after Paul George getting his 3 to go.
Move the ball.
Millsap a screen.
Too much.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Dragic. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Pushing it up. Here's Bazemore. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
And here's Ilyasova outside, and Indiana, another 3.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
And this gives us a chance to look at the point guards who had the most success from the floor in the regular. Number 1.
And that percentage is what you'd expect to see from your big man. I mean, to get it from a guy who spends most of his time on the perimeter says a lot about his efficiency.
He has been absolutely deadly from the field, and that's because he's just as good at creating his own shots as he is at getting shots for his teammates. He knows how to find the open looks.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Now the feed to Millsap. That shot wide open. Millsap's got 4 this quarter.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Cantor dishes to Chalmers. In the corner, Miles with it. Takes the 3. Rebound, Atlanta. They come into this game following a tremendous win on Wednesday.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You've got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
Here's Chalmers, following the basket by Paul Millsap. George, that's a 2-pointer. Ball's knocked loose.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team.
You got it.
That
Let's
plus
get the ball
10
inside.
rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
So it's the Pacers now, following the bucket by the Hawks. They get it again, and Cantor throws it down.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
Miles, that's good.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
Got it.
More
Get the ball
active
inside.
and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
Now here's Freak, who's got 19. And that one's good, Millsap. Millsap's got 24.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Indiana's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And the wide open shot from Chalmers. And a miss there on the triple.
I tell you what, you can shake your confidence
Got it.
missing
Let's
wide
get
open
the ball
shots like
inside.
that.
Freak kicks to Horford. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Hopkins, good on the 3-point shot. 22 points for him.
You have got to make some kind of a defensive adjustment here. He is just lighting them up from beyond.
Greg, I don't know what else they can do. I mean, even when they've closed out on him, he's still
Got it.
been knocking
Let's
them
get the
down.
ball inside.
He dishes it to Horford. Cephalosha kicks to Freak, and stolen by Chalmers. And 1:01 left here in the third quarter. On the wing, George. Plenty of space. That's good, and so Chalmers with the assist. Chalmers has got 4 assists in the game.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Now here's Freak, defended by Chalmers. Millsap passes to Hopkins. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket. for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Now, here's Chalmers. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see
got it.
him
Let's get the
as
ball
hot as
inside.
he is here tonight.
Here's Freak. In the corner, Cephalosha with it. Now the dish to Freak. Now here is Cephalosha. Shot clock at 5. And Freak gets it to go on the assist from Cephalosha. Cephalosha's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Cantor. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Pacers have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6. The first free throw is good for the Hawks. The Pacers shooting 43% from the floor. Dragic is out there with Robinson. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Hill. And it's Turner in at the 5 down low. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Here's Freak. Paul George making his last shot. Here's Hopkins. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Outside, George. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Well, how about Paul George in this one? He has 20 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
Now here's
Move the
Freak.
ball. It's sticking too much.
Right side, Scott. And again, it's Atlanta.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. In the corner, it's Robinson. All sorts of time. They get the rebound. Delp can't hit from in close.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Young in the corner. Fires for 3. That ball's nice speed that time from George.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Now here's Freak. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by George. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Watches the slam dunk finish.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
And Indiana. Making a change here. Ilyasova's checked in. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Robinson left side. Kicks to Ilyasova. Here's Delk. And Indiana, another 3. Atlanta's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Freak with it, and Young.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for the Hawks.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Freak. He just looked like an orchestrator out.